Jennie Wolek with the Wolek Group at Keller Realty Advantage in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Today I wanted to talk to you about the inspection period, specifically the TRR. This is a part of our contract that is so important and is many times overlooked when you're in the excitement of getting your home sold. So this is the period where the buyer has 10 days or more, if it's added into the contract, to do all their inspections. So the common ones that we see in our area are a general home inspection. That would include electrical, mechanical, plumbing, a structural engineer inspection, a termite inspection, a moisture damage, roof, etc. So the buyer has this period to bring in any inspectors to do investigations to satisfy all their questions about the home. So after the buyer does this inspection, has this inspection period, they're going to write up any items that weren't in normal working order on a document. It's called a TRR, and that means treatments, repairs, and replacements. So on this form, they're going to write the items that they would like the seller to gather bids for and make repairs of prior to closing. So here's something to remember. In our contract, when the buyer and seller negotiated all the terms, the buyer and seller already agreed on a dollar amount that the seller will pay toward repairs. So a common number that we might see in that blank would be $1,000. So the seller already agreed that if the repairs are $1,000 or less, that they'll make repairs prior to closing, everything's good moving forward. So when the TRR is written up, the seller receives it with all the reports, and they have 5 days to gather bids for all these items. So this is really a fact-finding period. The seller's not agreeing to make any of these repairs right now. They are just gathering information. So when all these bids are back, the seller then can review them and decide what to do. If the bids are under that amount in the contract, great. Moving forward, sign it off. Everything will be done before closing. If not, if the amount exceeds that amount in the contract, then the seller has some choices to make. They can go ahead and make all the repairs and sign off on it, and it's great moving forward. If not, their other option is to renegotiate. And this really does open the contract back up because it's a new negotiation period. If the repairs exceed, say, $1,000, maybe it's $1,500 of repairs, the seller could agree to just make all the repairs, or they could renegotiate that difference. They could agree to pay a portion of it, split the difference with the buyer, or they could maybe negotiate marking some of the items off the list. No matter what, the buyer and seller have to agree on this. The buyer can, if not satisfied with this or wanting to agree to these terms, can cancel the contract, and they get their earnest money back. So the buyer is out the cost of all the inspections that they've already performed, but they do get their earnest money back, and the contract is canceled. So now the problem with this part is the seller still has all these defects that they know about. So the seller has to then either disclose all these new items, and they do also need to think about making the repairs, because the next buyer that comes along is going to have the same issues. So lots of things to think about. This is a very important period of our contract. Once all these things are figured out, negotiated, agreed on by all parties, everyone then can move toward closing, and we can look forward to a happy day. However, we have to get through this part first, and it's very important. So call us today or let us know how we can help you get through this period of your contract, and we look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.